Hello and welcome back to Red Leader Plays Fire Emblem Three Hopes, Azure Gleam. Last time we fought Myson, actually, and we learned a little bit about Shez and Arvel. Not too much, but we know that, like, Arvel is essentially some power of the Agarthans or something, because he's like, oh, how do you have this power? Blah. So yeah, but that's really kind of all that happened. But we are in a new chapter, and we need to talk to everybody, and we are probably going to watch the ports, so this will be a whole talking episode, for the most part, usually. And I do have a paralogue as well, but I think that'll be next time, so let's just go ahead and talk to Arvel really quick. The Empire lies in shambles. We won't even be able to rest in a nearby town at this rate. It may not be readily apparent with our camp, but many people lost their homes, and more continue to do so each day. I can sympathize with their loneliness that comes from losing one place in the world. Aha, yep. War is a terrible thing.
Well...
The coming battle will be decisive. We face the lords defending the Empire's western front. Girth, Ox, Granger, and then there's him and SR as well.
What do you think?
No doubt you have heard of these houses before. Yeah,
that
sure.
reminds me.
Yeah, I think some of them helped House Ox a long time ago.
Right.
Yes, that's right. You may also remember Professor Hanneman, who taught in a classroom next to ours. He was from House SR. We have no strong attachments to them. However, some may find it difficult to raise their sword against this particular opponent.
Please.
Be mindful of such individuals. Okay, so it looks like Hanneman's gonna be in the next mission for sure. So,
In fact,
You know, I used to think there was no reason for us to be at war. But after witnessing this devastation in the Empire, I realized that there are some things that cannot be overlooked. We must save the people of this land, even if it means resorting to combat to do so.
well,
I am certain everyone in the Kingdom Army is fighting for the same conviction. As we all do, Flame. If we don't fight, the Empire will do their thing.
Come to think of it,
The Kingdom and the Central Church is carrying out a joint inquiry into the Western Church. They're doing it in a way because it's suspicious people infiltrate the church itself. Lady Ray will be overseeing the inquiry as well. Once the investigation is complete, a new bishop will be appointed, and the West can begin working towards stability. Still, it makes you wonder how those mages managed to worm out their way to begin with. Yeah, but they do have their ins, for sure. Oh, hey, Dimitri.
It's you.
This is unfathomable. There is naught but cruelty and suffering at every turn. I but to varying degrees. Villages burned to the ground, towns deserted, rampant poverty. I have to wonder what Edelgard thinks of all this. She's frustrated.
let's see.
My guess is that she's frustrated because she can't really do anything about it.
No.
She is the Emperor. One would always think that could really stop her forces from pillaging. Though, if she cannot, then our suspicions are confirmed. Regardless of her circumstances, there is but one path before us.
then.
Take the Imperial capital and end the war. We need to only press onward to achieve that. Yep. We have to take the take the capital. Take Embar. Raphael!
What is it?
I walked until I thought my feet were gonna fall off, but this land just stretches on forever. But get this, I heard that you keep going a little further west, you'll see a gigantic ocean.
Whoa! Amazing!
I thought the ocean was only to the north and south. You learn something new every day. God damn it, Raphael. I'm really not a fan of Raphael. Oh god, Ash. Those kids.
The truth of it is,
How many years has it been since I lost my parents to the epidemic? My siblings and I had no place to call home, nor any food to eat after that. We were all wasting away. There was no one to turn to, and we barely had any money. So I did some things I'm not proud of in order to survive. In that town we passed, though, a little bit ago, I saw many kids in the same situation. It made me think about how we have to end this war as quickly as possible. Oh yeah, I could have gave Ash the whistle there, I saw. But Ash probably isn't going to be the one to give. I'm probably going to do like a big video where I could probably show them all if they get a cutscene. I heard we were going to start attacking the Empire a bunch. Have you lost your minds? How could this be happening? I don't want to die.
Hey.
So what? You want to tell the Kingdom people who suffered just to pack up and go home?
Wait, what?
Of course not, but maybe they could... Anyway, this belief is that we need to fight violence, but violence means I can't go and hide. Oh, Bernie.
You there. I wish to speak with you.
I received word that a suspicious character named Myson was among the colluding with the Western Church. This person reported wheels of power similar to your own. Do you have any idea who they are? I don't.
Nuh-uh.
Not a clue, but I wouldn't remember even if there was some connection. My apologies. I did not intend to upset you. The Archbishop is concerned about this individual as well.
That is all.
Please understand that this is all I can compelled to ask because of my position. However, I do trust you. Everyone trusts the Shez, like just because, like even though like we have like Shez has like the same power, and they all just like trust. Probably just because we've been fighting for so long.
Seriously?
So Balthus, what are you doing cozying up to the Empire? Did they pay you that well?
Right.
Pretty much. Till a few months ago, I was practically living in a lap of luxury. So you picked a bad time to defect then. I suppose you like taking orders from the sniffling lowlife.
I don't know.
You're really gonna go there, huh? Though, I guess you know all about taking orders from Lofies. I heard you were fighting alongside those chumps from House Row and Aryan Road.
Damn.
As if I went back there by choice. The stable's manure pit would be 1,000 times more preferable. Nah, you still got a mouth on you, that's for sure. But you know, it's oddly comforting. Heh, right back at you. I'm relieved to know you're still the same old meathead. Shamir, why are you like in like this like random tower? Us mercenaries can't choose who we fight, but if it's to kill someone, I'd rather they be bad guys like the Empire. What about you? Well, obviously. Yeah, I'll take them over fighting good guys any day, no question.
Alright.
Let's put as many of them to the ground as we can, and restore peace to the world. Man, Shamir, you're so cool. My favorite church member. Oh, I missed someone. How did I miss Annette?
The thing is...
6 months ago, I wanted to protect everyone from the Imperial invasion. But now, we're the ones invading. I can't help to feel, but I'm kind of guilty about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'd be lying if I didn't feel the same way. I just tried not to think about it. I don't know how you can just push on with your mind like that. It's amazing.
Let's give it our all.
I can't let every little thing get to me. I'm gonna do the best to follow your example. That's the spirit, Annette. Hey, Happy.
Hey,
You doing alright?
Thanks.
Yeah, thanks. Just trying to hold back a sigh. Staying quiet is a little less overall. Unless you wanted to chat about something. If that's the case, we can talk as long as you want. Maybe that's better, honestly. Okay. There again. My adopted father sent a message apprising me of the Alliance progress. They have already crossed the Airman River and invaded Empire territory, though the Imperial Army has been slow to respond. Something clearly is amiss in their ranks. I'm concerned about Edelgard. As am I. I'm worried about my Black Eagle house leader.
How's it going? You've got a spring in your step today.
Things are really calmed down in the kingdom. It's nice not having to look over your shoulders all the time. I'm relieved His Majesty was able to work things out, and that the church is keeping order down. I appreciate what they're doing, but I have to admit, it's also kind of scary.
Huh?
What do you mean by scary? You afraid of getting on their bad side?
Nuh-uh.
What? No, that's not it. All I'm saying is that we're trusting them a lot with it. Makes sense. We got someone... I speak with everyone? Oh. Lawrence. It appears that some generals in the Kingdom Army do not trust the Alliance. What about you? Do you have confidence in us as your allies in battle? Say yes.
Right on.
Yeah, I trust you. Claw's a different story, though. Haha, you are right to worry of him. I cannot help but feel sorry for you, despite being our ally. That being said, we have not received any duplications for orders from our black leader yet. Of that I can give you my word. God damn it, Lawrence. Who's in here? Oh, Rodrigue.
In truth,
His Majesty's mother passed shortly after he was born, which meant he had to grow up without a mother's love. That is why he adored Lady Patricia, as though she was his real mother. Perhaps I should have shown him that letter. Don't worry. You don't have to worry about Dimitri. He's more mature than you think. Besides, the letter would have found its way to eventually, even if you hadn't given it to him.
yes, I see.
A valid point. Perhaps you're right. I ask you to continue to support His Majesty as a trusted friend, and I will forever do that. Okay, I think I talked with everybody, which is good. That actually went by pretty quick. So let's actually go with a bunch of these supports now, because I have a ton. Ooh, Petra and Dedu. Let's start with that.
Need something?
I have been noticing that you are going out of your way to be helping me. Even more than the others. Why is this?
You're a foreign queen. Neglecting you would reflect poorly on His Majesty.
You do not need to be worrying. I possess skill at adapting. Before, I was thinking Fargus was too cold. But now, I have become adapted to it.
Good.
But I am experiencing a problem. I still have struggles with the language of Fodlan. Perhaps you can be teaching me?
Me? Teach you the language?
Yes. I know the tongue of Dusker also has many differences from Fodlan's. But you speak as if this is your land of home.
You give me too much credit.
I am spending my days with native speakers just like you. And I am always studying with hardness. But you are still surpassing me in this language. How did you become this way?
His Majesty taught me. He felt it unproductive to communicate in broken sentences, so we spent years teaching each other.
An exchange of languages! That idea is a wonderful one. If Dimitri found success teaching you, maybe you can be doing the same for me. Do we have agreement?
Why me?
You said that Dimitri is not wanting me to be neglected. Not being able to convey my feelings is giving me great sadness. It is making me feel frustration and loneliness.
Ah.
When I was first in Fodlan, I could not be saying anything in this language. Whenever Edelgard was speaking to me, I could only be staring back at her with big, confused eyes. Then I decided to be studying on my own. But the nobles were laughing and saying my words were ugly.
It was the same for me, but His Majesty was always close. If ever I struggled with a word, he would teach me.
But I was a hostage. I was without such a teacher. Until today. Now I am having you.
I suppose you do.
Aw, that makes so much sense! Wow, that was super good. That's why I love Three Houses, because that would make so much sense in Three Houses, because they're both like the people came from different lands, like a foreign land essentially, and they didn't have any supports in Three Houses. That's why I love this game, man, because it's literally just talking. It's like giving characters supports that didn't have them in Three Houses. It's so cool. Shez and Petra.
Hey there, Petra. Off to train? I'll join you.
That would give me much joy. An opponent with toughness will keep me upon my toes.
You mean me? Nah, you're way tougher than I am. Also, aren't you a queen now? I didn't realize dawn to dusk training was part of the Brigid Royal Regimen.
I have not become queen yet, but there is an understanding that it will happen.
I wonder if this support is different. If you do Black Eagles, because I got Petra after the time skip, like very long ago. But like, if you got this support before, I wonder if she would mention queen, because she wouldn't be a queen. She's like a princess, right? In part 1. So that'd be interesting to know.
And yes, in Brigid, royalty must have knowledge of fighting. I mean, we must know how to fight. To be leading our people, a ruler must have more strength than any other. They must be the hardest to kill. My people are expecting this of me.
So it's the toughest person calling the shots, huh? I love it. What could possibly go wrong?
This is how it is meant to be working. But such things do not always go with smoothness. Mercenaries are always seeking strength too, correct?
That's true. A merc lives and dies by the sword. If you're not better than the next opponent you face, they'll be the last one you face.
Yes, dying is without productivity. But it gives me surprise that you do not avoid jobs of danger. A queen must be facing any wolf who comes to her door. But you can have pickiness when selecting fights.
Depends on how much food you can put on the table that week. Most of us mercs barely scrape by hand to mouth. End of the day, it's just business. Some mercs will take the coin and blow town, and some employers are more than happy to hang us all out to dry. I guess you don't have a lot of sellswords in Brigid, huh?
Correct. We do not require the selling of swords. In Brigid, everyone is a hunter. Everyone is a fisher. Everyone is a warrior. There is no need to be hiring, or to be hired.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Shez would like that.
That sounds incredible. In a place like that, nobody'd have to risk their life just to get a bite to eat.
Your words give me great happiness. I will always be full of pride for Brigid.
Well, that was it. That was actually really interesting. We learned a little bit of Brigid. So that was actually really cool. Like, I think we learn more about Brigid in this game than we do in Three Houses, which is super cool. Oh my god, Sylvain and Ash. What do you guys say in this game? Is Ash going to be stopping him from hitting on people?
You're really eyeballing that giant stack of documents there, Ash. Let me see what you've got. Records of military drills, archives of city taxes. You know, if you're searching for a particular needle in this load of hay, I can help you out.
Oh, I'm not looking for anything specific. I just thought they'd be good to study.
you're going to study all this?
Yeah. With the academy closed, I haven't had a chance to focus on learning lately. So, I thought I could give my brain a nice workout by reading old records and archives.
Hey, good for you taking the initiative. If it weren't for all this fighting, you and me would be living the schoolboy's dream right about now.
Right? We could be training together, taking classes on history and magic.
And when the ethereal moon comes, we'd go dancing with all the girls at the ball.
There it is.
That's not quite what I had in mind.
So, are those records actually helping you?
Yeah, the ones on old military drills are especially interesting. It's fun just looking at them.
Just looking, huh? You might want to read a little deeper there. I mean, take this one for example. It talks about how the 3 northern houses held a joint exercise in 1166. And apparently they did so in the middle of a raging blizzard. It was so bad that some of their soldiers died, but they went ahead and did it anyway. Any idea why?
Drills in the snow in 1166. Oh, were they trying to prepare for a confrontation with Shrang?
Nailed it. They were training for the northern conquest they carried out a few years later. In other words, they'd already decided to try and take the north by 1166. So, if you look at the other drills during that time, you might be able to piece together what the late king was thinking.
Interesting. You know, another document did mention an exercise conducted in Guinevere.
Because they'd already predicted that Shrang forces would cross the mountains, which meant battling in harsh desert terrain.
And that's why they were forbidden from using horses during that drill. It's amazing how you really start to see the bigger picture when you dig into details like that.
And that's why keeping records is so important. Anyway, I've probably bothered you long enough.
No, wait, teach me more. I mean, if you have time.
If you really want to learn, you're better off asking an actual professor type. I'm just, you know, Sylvain.
No, you're a great teacher, and I can always ask them things when we're in the capital, but they won't be around when we're on the march. I just want to learn more so I don't embarrass the other knights. Please?
No, not the puppy dog eyes. Oh, fine, I'll help. But don't expect too much.
Okay, like that kind of showed what Sylvain kind of acts like in Three Houses. Like, he may seem like this, like, jock kind of, like, slacker, but, like, he's, like, really, like, inside, he is such a smart person. Like, I love that about, like, Sylvain is, like, honestly one of the best characters in Three Houses / Three Hopes. Like, he's so good. Well, we got Felix and Ash. We got more with Ash.
Felix, what are you doing here?
I had business in the capital. Speaking of, I hear you're that boar's knight now.
Or... Oh, you mean His Majesty.
Ash, you should have known by now.
Him. You must have it rough with a tiresome man like that leading you.
I think you're exaggerating, Felix. I wouldn't call him that at all. In fact, he even does our jobs for us sometimes. Although he has been trying to rely on us a little more lately.
See, that's exactly why he's such a problem. You should steal your job back from him once in a while. Use force if you have to.
Felix, are you?
Anyway, the castle has certainly changed in the past, what, 2 years since he took over? For one thing, there are many more commoners among the knights.
You have a good eye to notice that. But yes, His Majesty says there are pros and cons to it. For example, knights from noble families tend to be more polite and respectful. There were a lot of scuffles and misunderstandings in the beginning, but things seem to be calming down now.
And which are you, noble or commoner? You became a knight on Lord Lenato's recommendation, right?
Yeah, my situation is kind of strange. I'm almost stuck right in the middle. Still, I feel like there are things only I can do precisely because I don't fit into either box. But whenever I'm in real trouble, His Majesty and Dedue always come to my aid. So that's good.
Dedue as well, huh?
Yep, even the knights accept him as one of us now. No one's a better cook or more skilled with their hands. And he's a proper demon on the battlefield to boot.
Ashen Demon? No, it's just
I
kidding.
hope to be more like him someday.
Please, no. One of him is more than enough. Especially that blind loyalty. Imitate that and you'll only end up throwing away your life on the battlefield.
Oh, are you worried about us? That's sweet, Felix. I always had the impression you cared for your friends, and now I know I'm right.
Excuse me?
I
I'm
knew he was
sure
gonna.
the things you say are pretty harsh, but you can't bring yourself to actually abandon someone. You always show so much concern for me, and for Dedue, and even for His Majesty.
Yeah, well, it'd be more work for me if anything happened to you, that's all. I'm busy enough as it is. Can't afford to take on more issues.
Well then, I'll do my best not to add to your problems.
I doubt you'll need to try that hard. You do a decent enough job of supporting folks already. So, keep up the good work and maybe I'll lend you a hand someday. You know, if you need it.
Thanks, Felix. I'll be counting on you.
Man, that's so cool. Like, because, like, always with, like, Felix and, like, you can always just, like, read between the lines that, like, he deeply cares for everybody. And that's why he has a shield as his relic. Because he's the shield of Fargus. He wants to protect everyone. He wants to be the one fighting because he wants to make sure that no one else is in harm's way. That's so good. Clutch Queen Ingrid. We got Marianne and Dimitri.
Your Majesty, about tomorrow's drills. Apologies, I did not mean to interrupt.
It's fine, Ingrid. We had just finished.
That was the leader of the Dusker forces, yes? What were you talking about?
We were discussing various tactics and formations. We must be aligned if we're to fight together. The way Dusker soldiers operate is quite different from our knights. I must also be mindful of how I deploy them to avoid undue conflict.
Yes, I hear there have already been a number of small quarrels in the encampment.
It's not a problem easily solved. I'm sure each side finds it difficult to adjust to the other. And you, Ingrid. Do you still hate the people of Dusker?
I no longer have reason to hold on to that hate.
That's good.
Yes, a few of them were involved in the tragedy, but I cannot blame the rest for that. There were many other forces at work. I understand that now.
Like, I love it. Her character growth in Three Houses, and it looks like even in this game, is just always so good.
Yet I used to focus all my negative feelings on the people of Dusker, and for that I am ashamed.
Like, I will always protect Ingrid. Not just because she's always like my clutch queen, like in Three Houses and stuff, and I always call her clutch queen, but like, I defend Ingrid. I really like her as a character. Like, she does not deserve all the hate that she gets.
In a way, I now find myself scared of interacting with them at all.
You needn't blame yourself. The fault lies with me for not speaking to you about it more 6 years ago. I hesitated because I didn't wish to confuse the matter, not knowing the full truth of it. But you were forced to grapple with many painful feelings as a result. Clearly, my priorities were not in order.
You had enough to deal with 6 years ago. So many knights were expelled from the castle, and almost none but Lord Rodrigue would set foot in the capital. Even my father prevented me from going to see you.
Yet, I still could have sought you out. And I had countless chances to discuss the matter at the academy.
I do not think I would have taken it well even if you had. I was convinced that Glenn died saving you from irredeemable villains. I forced myself to believe that. If I hadn't, I fear I may have gone mad.
I was in a similar position.
Oh yeah, we know
But
that.
once I finally opened the lid on that box, I realized just how many were involved, including members of our own kingdom. In the end, I knew I had to reconcile with reality.
And I must also accept the reality that stands before me now. We are allied with the people of Duscur, which means I can no longer avoid them.
I have an idea. It may not help, but I'd like to take you somewhere. The father of that man I was speaking with earlier opened an inn last year, and it's not far. Would you care to join me there for a meal? Word has it he's quite skilled at making all manner of food. Of course, if this is all too much and too soon, I understand.
Not at all. I would love to accompany you.
Dimitri, you sly dog,
Though
you.
it shames me to admit it. I likely lack the courage to go alone.
Getting Ingrid on a date?
But with you at my side, I think I can take that first step.
In that case, let us make haste. Oh, and this will be my treat, so keep your pocketbook shut tight.
Oh, that was cute. That was so cute. And that's it. That's it for them. Well, I guess that makes sense. Who do we have with Dorothea? Oh, Flame? Flame and Chez.
Dorothea! Dorothea!
Hello, Flame. What's got you in such a frenzy?
Is it true that you were a diva in Enbar? And that you were praised as having a mystical voice?
This might be like kind of like the same support as like Flame and Manuela from Three Houses. That's my first theory.
I hope I'm more than just my voice, but that's all essentially true, yes.
Then I would beg a boon of you. Would you give me a singing lesson?
Of course. But where is this coming from?
Well, you see, sometimes the soldiers all break out into song. And when they do, I always find myself wanting to join in. Their voices hold such grand aplomb. But the only songs I know are dreadfully old. So, I had hoped that you might instruct me as to the popular songs of modern soldiers.
Is that so? Well, I'd be more than happy to help. In recent years, a new musical style has come into fashion. One involving challenging songs with many overlapping parts. Why don't we start with a little vocal warm-up? Repeat after me.
Certainly, Professor Dorothea.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. My, I feel as if I have become quite good at singing. The power of song is certainly remarkable, It is as if I have been revitalized from the very core of my being.
I agree. Songs can be very empowering indeed. In fact, I recently heard an old tale about how a song once ended a war.
Truly? I have never heard this tale. Would you mind regaling me with it?
Sadly, I don't know much more beyond that. I'll do some digging, but the person I heard it from wasn't too familiar with the story. Try not to get your hopes up, okay?
Oh, I see. Perhaps my brother might. Oh, it is nothing. Since you will be looking into it, I shall do a bit of digging as well. If I learn anything, I will be certain to tell you.
I have a feeling like what that battle was, it had to have been like the battle of like Tail Team Plains, like the battle that she was a part of. Maybe? Because like why would she say like, huh, I wonder if Seth would know. Like that kind of makes sense. Ooh, we got a net and Mercy. You know what? Let's just watch this right now.
What are you doing up so late, Mercy?
I was having trouble sleeping. You too, Annie?
Yup. I'm just so nervous about our battle tomorrow.
Perhaps we should chat for a while to ease our nerves.
That's a great idea. It reminds me of when we were students at the School of Sorcery in Verdiad.
When we shared a room and would stay up chattering until dawn?
Exactly. It feels like that was forever ago.
So much has happened in the meantime. We enrolled in the Officers' Academy, the war began.
But we've stuck together through it all, even after classes were suspended. Of course, I'm so clumsy I felt like I was always getting in people's way while we were there. I couldn't have gotten through all this without you by my side.
And I've relied on you just as much. In fact, it often feels like you're the one who's constantly coming to my aid lately. Remember when I got stuck in that bandit's trap? I thought I was done for, but you came to my rescue.
Well, I wasn't gonna leave you in a bandit trap. Although, I just ended up falling right in and getting wounded myself. I was so desperate to save you, I wasn't paying attention to what was around me. If not for you healing me, I don't know what would have happened.
Well, we worked together and made it back in one piece, so all's well that ends well.
You know, I think we've always been like this. I feel like I can overcome anything so long as I'm with you.
And I feel the same. I hope we will be friends forever.
Oh, for sure! We'll be best friends until we're a couple of wrinkled old grannies. There are so many things I want to do with you, and so many places I want to go. I don't care if we're strolling through Deirdre or just window shopping. Everything's better with you.
I would love to go shopping in the capital, and then later... Say, Annie, why don't we wait to talk about this until the war is over?
What? Why?
Because then we can each write down things we want to do as we think of them, and then show our list to each other afterward. Doesn't that sound fun?
Oh, that's cute.
That sounds very fun. We can even compete to see who has the longest list. I'm gonna scribble all my plans down as soon as I get back to my room so I don't forget.
And that's gonna win.
But won't that keep you up longer?
Oh, right. My insomnia. You were so busy chatting, I forgot all about it. Thanks, Mercy. I feel a lot better now.
That's ADHD coming in.
My sentiments exactly. Good night, Annie. I'll see you tomorrow.
Just the the friends, just the very good friends. Adorable. Adorable. Oh my god, I still got so many. Oh my god. Honestly, Dew and Catherine.
Oh, Dedu. Must be my lucky day if I'm running into you here. Hey, what's with the scowl? Do we have a problem?
All the residents in this town are people of Duscur. It may be within the kingdom, but it holds neither monastery nor church. What is your reason for coming here?
Wait, Dimitri and Lady Rhea didn't tell you?
They did not.
I know everyone's been busy, but that's unacceptable. Well, there was a major fire here, right? Lady Rhea asked us to come help rebuild. We brought rations too. Never hurts to have a little more food in your stores. So relax, please. I swear on the goddess herself that we don't intend to harm any of you.
I did ask His Majesty to spare some aid in rebuilding the town. But I did not expect the task to fall to you.
What kind of church are we if we don't help those in need? Besides, we owe Fargus quite the debt. You guys took us in, even going as far as to start a war with the Empire in the process. This is the least we can do to return the favor.
Surely the Knights of Seiros have long since repaid their debts on the battlefield.
Maybe the Knights have, but the monks and scholars won't let us hear the end of it if we don't let them pitch in too. So when Lady Rhea heard about the fire, she apparently jumped at the chance to help.
Is that so?
I know the people of Dusk will have their concerns, since they're not followers of Seiros. But it'll all be fine. And we can't just sit around twiddling our thumbs while people out there desperately need help, can we? At least, that's how all of us who follow the teachings of Lady Rhea view it. You're free to supervise if you still don't trust us.
No. You seem to be speaking the truth. His Majesty has expressed similar sentiments in the past. I believe your desire to help is sincere.
Thanks, Dedu. I was starting to think you were about to tell us to pack up and go home. Well, now that we're all square on that front, point us toward what needs the most help. We'll do manual labor, planning, you name it.
In that case, I'd ask that you clear away the burnt wood and help distribute food to the townsfolk. I will explain to everyone what you're doing here.
Yes, that's probably for the best. I'm sure they'll be much more willing to listen to you. Anyway, we'd better get to work.
That was... I don't know what to think about that. They do have a B rank. That's kind of cool. Oh my god! Ash and freaking Flame! Oh my god, I love their first one. That's gonna be cute. It's gonna be cute. Ooh, Marianne, Ingrid.
She's been flicking her tail a lot today. Does that mean she's happy?
No, she's just brushing off flies.
Oh, that makes sense. Also, I was thinking she was in a bad mood because she kept stomping her hoof.
That means she wants more hay, and higher quality feed if possible.
Where's this coming from, huh? You keep eating like this, you only have more weight to carry around. I've really been trying to figure out what she's thinking based on her behavior, but it's so hard. I'm impressed you manage it so easily.
Because she can listen to them.
I'm not that impressive. What's wrong, Ingrid?
Marianne, perfect timing. My horse is refusing to move again, and I need to help an ally back on the battlefield. She doesn't seem scared like before, so I'm not sure what to do.
Okay, I'll talk to her. Shh. You're fine. You'll be all right.
Well, what did she say?
She doesn't want to take you to the battlefield because it's too dangerous. For you, I mean.
Aww.
So that's what was troubling her. All right, I'll take it from here. There, girl. It's all right. Even if we're heading into danger, I'll be fine so long as I'm with you. Now lift your head and walk. One of our friends is waiting for us. Aw, thanks. I'm counting on you.
Thank goodness you got through.
I have been doing my best to learn how to connect with her, and it's clearly paying off. Though I'd never have understood her feelings without your insight.
But I didn't do anything. More importantly, you should hurry and help your friend.
I will. See you later.
Wait, Ingrid, I hope you come back safely. And then, when you do, maybe we can,
Aww.
Oh, you want to go horseback riding together sometime? Of course. I'd love to have Dorte join us.
Oh, yes, actually. But how did you know?
When you spend enough time with a person, you start to pick up on what they're thinking through facial expressions and mannerisms. It's especially true of close friends. So I guess all my practice helped us as well.
Oh, Ingrid. I really admire how hard you work at everything you do. I hope you return safely. Dorte and I will be waiting for you.
We'll come back safe, Marianne. I promise.
Aww. That was so sweet. Aww. That was so sweet. Alright, Shez and Dimitri.
Hey, Dimitri. Aren't you supposed to be on break today? What's got you down?
It's nothing. I suppose I'm just finding it difficult to relax. It is vexing to no end to lay around doing nothing, while everyone else busies themselves with vital work.
Nobody's forcing you to take vacations or anything. We just want you to have a little break every now and again. Why are you so desperate to work anyway?
Because it is my duty. No. It is the only way I know how to live. As part of the royal bloodline, my life has never for a moment belonged to me. Not even at the instant of my birth. And as a survivor of that horrible tragedy, there are certain responsibilities only I can shoulder.
Like, Dimitri, we can all help you.
I don't get it. Why does all that stuff have to fall on you? Nothing's gonna go the way you want if you can't bring yourself to trust people who just want to help. And don't even try to tell me you'd be happy with that.
All I want is to ease the pain, both for those who perished that day and for those who yet live. I'm fully aware that I will need to make sacrifices if I ever hope to accomplish that goal. But I will not drag others into my own personal crusade. I won't let anyone else suffer. So, you see, it's better for me to carry the burden myself. And better for everyone else as well.
You say you don't want to see people suffer. But what about you, Dimitri? What about your pain?
Exactly!
You don't have a hope in the world of caring for other people if you can't care for yourself first.
I'm not sure how to respond to that. And in truth, I don't know how to alleviate my own pain. I've never given the matter any thought. What would happiness even look like for me?
How can you not know something like that? Just think about it. What kind of things make you smile? Maybe when you finally conquer a tough rival? Or hold a banquet after surviving a dangerous battle?
I don't believe I bear the right to such happiness, but if that time were to come, it would be upon my death, having devoted my life to forming a peaceful kingdom full of joyful citizens.
Seriously? You can be downright dismal sometimes, you know that? Why is death the first thing that comes to mind when you think about being happy?
Dismal? Yes, perhaps you're right. But I find it difficult to consider anything else that may cause me joy.
Come on, nothing? What about ending this war quick and celebrating with all your friends? I'm sure Dedu and the others would whip up the grandest feast you've ever laid eyes on.
No, such revelry would be wasted on me.
Demetrius!
But I suppose seeing the smiles on everyone's faces would be enough.
Thanks for thinking of us, oh great king. But fine, if you want to carry your own burdens for the rest of your life, so be it. We'll just have to take extra good care of you though, since you clearly won't do it yourself. For starters, you're gonna take a break, and by the goddess, you're gonna like it. Come on, Dimitri. We're gonna get you away from camp for a bit.
No words can express my gratitude.
Okay, that was a good ending. That was a good ending to that. Yeah, I missed the opportunity for that. Oh my god, there's still so many. Alright. I think just to end off, let's go ahead and do Ash and Flame. Because we are basically almost at an hour. And I think this will be a good one to end off on. This is going to be so cute.
Oh, this one is really pulling the line.
It must be our monster. Time to put what you practiced into action.
Yes, I am no longer the clumsy novice you slipped away from before, foul fish! It's not working! What do I do?
Don't give up. Play your line out a little, and let the fish tire itself out.
Like this?
Yeah, that's good. Now wait. Wait. Now! Pull as hard as you can!
You're mine, fish!
Flame, look out!
We did it, Ash! Oh, I can scarce believe I managed to capture the beast.
Yeah, that was close. I thought the fish was going to catch you there for a second.
Yes, I might have gotten a bit carried away there. Had you not grabbed my arm when you did, I might be swimming in the river myself.
Oh.
I'm glad I could help. Seriously glad. And hey, I'm amazed you managed to hang on to the pole through all that.
I told myself I would not let go, no matter what.
Hold on there, Flame. You have to let go sometimes. None of this is worth putting yourself in danger over. I think I'm starting to see why Sedith doesn't let you go fishing. Still, you never would have caught that fish without that fierce determination of yours.
Mother taught me to always see tasks through to the very end. but even she never fished up anything so large as this. And though she is no longer around, I would like to think she would be very proud of me.
So that's why you're so interested in fishing. Well, I think this was great, and I'm sure your mother would be proud.
Goodness, you do know how to compliment a lady. Still, I promise to surrender my pole if I ever find myself in this kind of situation again.
Well then, why don't we haul this thing back?
Yes, and then we can feast on the spoils of our victory. I wonder what it tastes like.
Of course.
I can't wait to find out. But, I cannot even fathom how best to prepare such a fish. We could slice it up and fry it, or boil it with vegetables, or... there are so many choices!
This has been so much fun. Flame really reminds me of my sister.
Aww.
She was always so eager to practice in the kitchen when she was little too. Hold on. Flame. In a kitchen.
Oh god.
Hey! Wait up! Let me help you!
Oh my god. Man, that line though, that like Ash said, like Flame reminds me of my sister. That actually like my heart like just that was so cute. Oh my god. Alright. I'll probably call it there, I think. Save these for probably next time. Maybe after the chapter. 'Cause I don't have that many, so I got through a lot of them. So, my god. We got so many to get through. But, once we do that, if we get through a lot of these supports, then we basically just have, like, just battles. Like, the story. So, like, we're getting there. We're getting there. But my god, that was... So, a lot of those were just so good and cute. Oh my god, I love my blue lions. But yeah, I want to thank everyone for watching. Next time, we'll probably get to the chapter mission, for sure. So yeah, that'll be next time. So I want to thank everyone for watching on Fire Emblem Three Hopes, Azure Gleam. I hope you guys join me next time when, oh my god, we're getting up there, man. We're getting up there. But yeah. See ya. This has been Red Leader, signing off.